Hello and welcome to another unboxing and review. This time it's for another Carplay style screen. So without further ado, let's start unboxing and see what's inside. So inside we have the main screen, and this one is, in this case, a 8-inch screen. So you have the mounting arm, that's a magnetic mount, user manual. That's a install tool, and we've got the, I think that's an aux cable, warranty card. This is a self-adhesive mount, and then we got the cigarette port charging. That's a USB-C connector. So let me just lay that out for you. Just quickly recap. So that's the warranty card, the manual, the actual screen unit. That's a air vent style magnetic mount, and that clips directly onto there. Then you've got the self-adhesive mount, and you've got suction cup style mount. So onto the, I've separated out the other components. So a fairly detailed manual goes through all the setup, although this is not particularly difficult to set up. So you have the magnetic mount. This is a dashboard stroke windscreen mount, so that's a suction cup there. And that clips onto the rear of the unit there, so that basically just slides on, or you can use the magnetic mount, which is very sturdy, so that's not coming off in a hurry. Right, I'll just give you a quick tour of the connectors and the controls on there. So you've got a slot for an SD card, which this doesn't include. You've got aux out there. You've got the charging port there, that's a USB-C. You can either use the cigarette port adapter cable that you get included, or just use any standard USB-C cable that you've got ready. That other port is, I believe that's for an optional rear view camera, but I'll check in the manual in a sec. And so you got the connectors for either that, or you got the magnetic connector there. That's the power button there. And you've got a screen protector. I'll peel that away in a second. So, and then you've got the option of a self-adhesive mount, and I think that's no, that's not magnetic. So that's basically all of the installation stuff. Okay, I've just got this mounted on a temporary stand. This is just a tablet stand, and I'm going to power this up using a power bank. Okay, so I'm just going to accept the defaults, and straight away you've got the main setup screen. So at the moment I haven't got anything paired to it, so I'm going to quickly pair it off camera and then I'll come back to the options. Okay, so that's paired up now, and that's now mirroring the iPhone screen. It'll be a similar process for Android Auto. Now at the moment the screen is locked in portrait mode. I prefer kind of landscape mode. So I think the settings will probably be in there. Yeah, so it's that. So to change from portrait to landscape. So it's basically a screen rotation. And it restarts. I'm not quite sure why it has to restart each time. Okay, so once you're paired, that should automatically go into Carplay after a few seconds. Okay, so once you're paired, each time you start the system up, it automatically goes into Carplay mode. And to make settings on the actual device, they're all done through this icon here. So the main CarPlay screen should have all the favorite apps that you got set up, and you can change and edit which apps you see on here. But I'm going to go into the settings for this. So the settings on here, so if you want to go back into CarPlay, it's that. But I'm just going to show you a few settings on here. So you've got the standby button there, which basically just turns the screen off. It doesn't turn the system off. That's done by the button, the power button at the back. That sets the brightness, and this is all touch screen. This one sets the volume, and that sets the screen lock. I'm not going to reset that. The other setting here of note is this one, which is the audio output. Now you've got 4 options. You've got built-in speaker, you've got Bluetooth audio, FM tuner if you haven't got any of the other available, and you've got aux output. There's a aux output at the side there, but it's got built-in speaker, so if you haven't got any other audio output options, you've got by default the speaker. Now in order to set any of these other options, you basically just click on, so if you want to output through aux, it's a case of aux, and then you just connect the included aux cable that you have. I'll set it back to speaker and go back to CarPlay. So that's the basic operation of this device. I'll quickly demonstrate the audio output that it has got a built-in speaker. Okay, so I'm just going to play a bit of audio through the built-in speakers. So that's playing through the built-in speakers. While it's not kind of earth-shatteringly fantastic. A little bit tinny, but you know, it does the job. So yeah, it does work. So easy setup. I'll next demonstrate the in-car installation and show you how easy it is to set up and how well it works in the car. So I'm going to show you two ways to install this. This at the moment is installed with the mounting arm. So this is just suction cups straight onto the dashboard, and you do have to have a reasonably smooth dash, I'd say, for this to stick. So that's it, working out the box. I've just stuck the mounting arm on and basically attach the back of the unit to the mounting arm, and as you can see, it works exactly as you'd expect. So you got the maps, and then now I'll show you how you go about doing it through the magnetic air vent attach. Okay, so this is the installation using the magnetic attachment. That does attach the air vent directly itself. Depending on your air vents, this may or may not be you know, 100% stable. For me it's okay, but I think for me it's a little bit too in your face. I prefer the screen to be a bit further back, but anyway, that's just a personal preference. So yeah, I prefer the advantage of the magnetic attachment is you can easily rotate the screen around if you want a kind of portrait screen. I prefer landscape, so that is one of the advantages of having the magnetic attachment. But obviously, depending on what kind of air vents you've got, it may or may not be suitable. So that's the in-car installation. Yeah, so all in all, this takes no more than 2 minutes to set up and install in your car. You've got all the cables provided, so you've got the power cable, and that it'll just work off a standard USB-C charging cable. Sorry, it doesn't need any additional power delivery or anything. So yeah, it works straight out the box. As soon as you paid your phone, that's it, you're good to go, and each time it connects seamlessly. So you're getting the equivalent of a factory fitted Carplay system for a fraction of the price, and without all the complications of installation. And yeah, you can channel your audio through Bluetooth or aux, or it's got built-in speakers, and it's also got FM tuning capability if you haven't got any of the previous three. So yeah, all in all, it's yeah, it's a great little purchase. Thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one. Thank you.